Vibe coding in 2026 is honestly insane. Just 2 years ago, building apps meant wiring everything manually, writing boilerplate, and spending hours to get a basic feature working. That's not how we work now. People are shipping full SaaS apps, dashboards, internal tools, even MVPs, without touching most of the low-level code. And platforms like Bind AI let you seamlessly integrate Supabase for your backend and Stripe for payments, all while staying in that fast, creative flow. No context switching, no painful setup. But now, let's get into our list, starting with Lovable is one of those tools that just gets out of your way. The UI is super clean, everything is where you expect it to be, and you're not fighting menus or weird settings just to build something. You open it up, describe what you want to make, and Lovable immediately starts structuring your app for you, frontend, logic, and layout, all in one flow. What makes Lovable stand out is how opinionated but flexible it is. It makes smart decisions by default, but you can always jump in and tweak things manually if you want more control. You can edit components, refine prompts, regenerate parts of the app, and iterate really fast without breaking everything else. The general workflow is simple: prompt your idea, let Lovable scaffold the app, then refine feature by feature. You're not writing code line by line, you're directing the build. It feels less like programming and more like product design, which is why it's so powerful for solo builders and small teams. If you care about speed, clarity, and staying in flow, Lovable is hard to beat. Except for maybe Bind AI is easily one of the most ambitious tools on this list, and you can feel that the moment you start using it. While a lot of vibe coding platforms focus on speed or simplicity, Bind AI is clearly aiming to be a full development environment, not just a prompt-to-app generator. One of its biggest strengths is model choice. You're not locked into a single AI, you can switch between top-tier models like Claude Opus 4.5, Gemini 3.0 Pro, and GPT-5. One with high thinking mode, depending on whether you want creativity, reasoning, or raw problem-solving power. That alone makes it feel way more professional than most tools in this space. And what's more, the models are provided at a good value thanks to its generous credit system. Bar for an occasional bug, everything works as seamlessly as you'd hope. Bind AI also excels in real-world development workflows. It has deep GitHub integration, so you're working with real repositories, real commits, and real version control, not some abstracted sandbox. That makes it just as useful for serious teams as it is for indie devs shipping fast. Another standout feature is version history. You can jump between different versions of your project, experiment freely, and roll back instantly if something breaks. Just as you can see. And when you're ready to ship, Bind AI lets you deploy directly to Vercel, turning your project into a live app in minutes. If you're an indie builder who wants power without chaos, or a dev team that wants AI assistance without losing structure, Bind AI hits that balance better than almost anything else right now. Bolt.new is our third pick, and what really sets it apart is how immediately productive it feels. From the second you land on the platform, you can tell it was built for people who want results without wrestling with complexity. The UI is clean, intuitive, and shockingly fast to learn, even if this is your first vibe coding tool. At its core, Bolt.new is all about turning ideas into real features with as few steps as possible. You describe what you want, and it doesn't just generate code. It gives you structured layouts, smart defaults, and sensible architecture that actually works. Less tweaking, less guessing, more building. One thing we love about Bolt.new is how it handles components and data. You can quickly bind UI elements to backend logic, visualize your data flows, and make adjustments in real time. For solo creators and small teams who want powerful results without overcomplication, Bolt.new earns its spot as a top vibe coding pick. Replit has become a go-to platform for a lot of builders, and it's easy to see why. It gives you an all-in-one cloud IDE, real-time collaboration, and built-in hosting, so you can be building code, sharing it, and shipping it without leaving your browser. One of Replit's biggest strengths is how beginner-friendly it feels. You don't need to install anything, configure complex environments, or worry about dev setups. You just start typing, and the environment spins up instantly. Replit also has AI built into the editor with tools like Ghostwriter, which can help you write functions, fix bugs, or explain code. That means you can get AI assistance while you're coding, in a way that feels pretty natural and embedded into your workflow. But here's the honest takeaway: for vibe coding, Replit isn't quite as strong as some of the more dedicated vibe tools. It still feels like a traditional coding environment with AI helpers added, rather than a platform where you can describe your idea and have a high-level app scaffold for you. So it's on our list because it's powerful and accessible, just not the vibe coding king. Cursor is easily one of the most popular AI-powered coding tools right now, and for good reason. It's fast, powerful, and deeply integrated into a real code editor, which makes it feel familiar if you already live in VS Code. Its inline suggestions, refactors, and explain this code features are genuinely excellent, especially for working inside existing codebases. That's why Cursor absolutely deserves a spot on this list. If you're a developer who wants AI help while writing real code, debugging faster, understanding unfamiliar files, or shipping features more efficiently, Cursor does that incredibly well. But when it comes to vibe coding specifically, Cursor isn't always the best fit. Vibe coding is about flow, speed, and building at the idea level, and Cursor still expects you to think in terms of files, functions, and implementation details. You're guiding the AI line by line instead of directing the product as a whole. So Cursor is fantastic. But for vibe coding, it's more of a strong assistant than the main driver. Base 44 is one of the most talked about vibe coding platforms out there, and validly enough. It lets you turn natural language prompts into fully functional apps in minutes, handling UI, backend, databases, authentication, hosting, and more, all in one place, without writing a line of code. Where Base 44 really shines is how complete it is. You can spin up dashboards, portals, internal tools, or MVPs without stitching together a dozen services. The infrastructure and key features like user auth and payments are already there. But it's not perfect. Some builders find its abstraction limits deeper customization or scalability, and there are community voices, especially on Reddit, saying that Base 44 sometimes struggles to deliver stable results or fully polished apps compared with other vibe tools. So it's on our list because of how much it can do, even though some users still debate whether it's the best fit for every vibe coding workflow. And there ends our list. Give each a try, see how they work. And as always, thanks for watching.